Hey guys, so today I am coloring in a drawing of Xingqi from Genshin Impact. This is one of those characters that I do have on my team for the game, but I don't play as him often but I'm keeping him at the same level as like my other characters because my friend said technically you should have two teams, but to be honest, I only have one, so I'm building him for something specific. So yeah. But anyways, Xingqiu loves to read books and he loves literature, which is basically the same thing. So yeah. Um I drew him with a book and his hair is really cute. It's like short hair. He does I don't remember his age, but he does kind of look like one of the younger characters. But I think he's older than how he actually looks. His power is water, which I totally forgot the name for it because I know like for ice it's called cryo and fire it's pyro. I completely forgot what they call water in the game, so I'm just gonna say water. Yeah. So basically I kind of messed up on his lips because to be honest, I completely forgot to put the tan color before I put the pink color, and so I put the pink color and realized it was too bright, and I tried to put the tan color in, but it didn't really mix really well, so in the end it was kind of like, okay, I guess that's what it is. Also, I put way too much color on. It kind of bled further than how I wanted it, so his lips turned out bigger than they were supposed to be. That's okay. They look fine, I guess. Yeah, so for his hair, I basically did a base. It's kind of like a navy blue, and then I slowly incorporate some more shades of like turquoise looking colors, so that way it looks a bit greenish blue rather than just blue. Um, I kind of found it difficult to color his hair because I didn't want it to look too much like Kaya's hair, where I was drawing Kaya. Kaya, I used lighter colors, like as a base. As for Xingqiu, I actually used darker colors. So, yeah, that was the difference. I feel like I made Kaya's hair too light for the base, but that's okay. That makes it look different from Xingqiu's. Now I'm coloring in all the gold pieces. I actually really like his outfit. It's super pretty. It's basically this long sleeved Chinese style shirt. The sleeves are kind of like poofy. There's a lot of frills going on like his like the ends of the sleeves, and then the shoulder pads, like the shoulder area is really like a boxy shoulder look, the way that they have like the gold pieces on it. So yeah, I like how his stuff looks very formal and pretty, and at the same time like the clothing feels more unisex the way it looks compared to other characters where it's like, oh, that's a guy shirt and stuff like that, or a guy jacket. Xingqiu is a guy though, so yeah. But I like how his shirt can probably, like, if you wanted to buy a cosplay of it, which am interested in buying, so I'm looking into it. But basically, um, anyone could basically wear it, and you could also wear it for like some formal occasion. I feel like it's not too, or like if you're gonna go out for a fancy night, you could wear that type of thing. So yeah, that's just my opinion though. So yeah. So I am coloring in the blue parts to his outfit. He has like some blue gems all over it. And then I also color in his water. It's supposed to be his vision, I believe. So everyone has like this crystal thing. It kind of looks like a pendant or a necklace and stuff like that. But it's basically, or a keychain, and those are basically visions. His looks a bit different. It looks really flat. Basically, the visions are their power, and I don't know, my friend described it to me as it's like what you believe your power to be. Like there's one girl, she has like a bird, but that's basically kind of her imagination, but it's come to life because of her vision. So yeah. So it depends on like what you kind of believe your power can be. Most people, though, from what I know, is visions are used for different things. Like, for example, Kaya's is just a tool. I feel like Xingqiu's is just a tool too. Like, he just uses it in combat and that's it. He has this really cool move where I think it's his ult, and basically, like, a bunch of swords come out. He can also do some sort of healing from what I know. So yeah, but in the game, to be honest, my Xingqiu isn't really that strong. I don't really have like a lot of good stuff for him yet. So yeah. Anyways, on to the pattern of his clothing. He has like these two birds. They kind of remind me of phoenixes, but they're turquoise color. So yeah, so I did color them. They're basically this cool pattern that his clothing is. So his clothing is black on top, and then it fades into this pattern that turns into this turquoise blue. And then so the bottom of his clothing, which you can't really see because I didn't have space to draw it, but basically it turns into like this really pretty turquoise color. So yeah, I ended up doing that. I think I chose a more bluish color compared to like a bluish green, which I should have chose. So it is a bit darker than like if you see the game or references of him, it is a bit darker. So yeah, I kind of regret that, but at the same time it's like I guess it matches the way like I drew his hair, cuz the way I drew his hair, it doesn't really have like as much green in it that I would have liked it to have. So yeah. Now I'm coloring in all the black parts. This one was kind of really difficult, to be honest. He did have like something on his chest, like this big brooch thing or something, and it was gold. I ended up just drawing a book over that area because he likes reading books, so I thought I would incorporate that into the drawing. But personally, like, it was just a detail where I was like, this is way too complicated to draw, so I'm just gonna put something over it. I guess, like, because I didn't really have time to, like, think about how to draw it, and also I wanted him to have a book anyways, and I wasn't sure how I wanted him to hold the book, so I ended up just making it open and it covering some of the details that were difficult to draw anyways. It wasn't that I couldn't draw those details, it was more so that I just didn't really feel like it at the moment. So yeah, it was one of those lazy moments, to be fairly honest with you guys. Like, sometimes when you're doing art, you have those moments where you're like, it's too much detail. But anyways, the pattern of his clothing kind of makes up for the lack of detail on that top part that he has because it's covered up. So basically, I'm just coloring in all the black. I was going really slowly in this part, to be honest. When, like, this is sped up, obviously, but for, like, real time, I was going really slowly because I was trying not to, like, ruin the patterns that I got, and there was, like, so many little details that I had to color. So, yeah. So, now I am coloring in his belt. His belt has like this ribbon thing, which I did color already, but then I didn't color in the blue part of his belt. And then I am shading in the white parts of his outfit. Basically, the nice part about Xingqiu is like he has like half of his outfit is white, so you don't really have to worry too much. Um, and then I am shading in his sleeves too. They're really poofy. This part was like the difficult part to draw because they're like frilly, so I did my best. Hopefully it looks okay. um, to me it looks fine, but I don't know about you guys like when you see it. So yeah. If you want to see my other stuff though, like Kaya, Kazuha, either Sucrose and Albedo, I actually drew those guys. Those are in my drawings playlist. So yeah, I have a bunch. I have other characters I do want to draw of like from the game, so I might end up drawing them. I know in like other previous videos I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna draw anymore, and then I kept saying that this is actually honestly really good practice, even though when I don't feel like drawing them because of the amount of detail, it is good practice. So I feel like I will just end up drawing a whole bunch more and go from there. I have two more other characters that I do want to draw, and then that's basically it for now, but they are coming up with like more characters, so I might end up drawing them as well. There's been some leaks of like different new characters that I think are really cool, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see like what other drawings I do. So yeah, and I am outlining it all. For the book, honestly, I was debating if the cover should be like a brown color, which I should have done, but instead I just went for white. I thought there was like way too many dark colors already on the drawing because of his clothing, so I ended up going for like a white cover book, which isn't really traditional fitting the time that they're in when it comes to like the Genshin game itself, but yeah, this is basically what I ended up doing for this stuff. And I ended up outlining the whole book because I wanted the lines to be crisp around the book and the clothing. So that's something that I added. His tiny little vision thing was really difficult to draw, to be honest, and I ended up having to outline the water symbol because the blue blended in with the other blue too much that was in the background. So yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!